Start building a website today with Squarespace and use squarespace.com/cow to get 10% off.
You know what I hate? I hate people who disagree with me. In fact, I can think of 7 words that describe people who have the audacity to have an opinion different from mine. What's this? Oh, okay, I guess I need to delete the more R-rated words. This is a Christian YouTube channel after all. Okay, let's make it 5. 5 words that describe people who have the audacity to not agree with me, a reasonable person. Dangerous. Clearly, I'm 100% right about the way that the world should be run. Obviously, that's a given. That's why it's so dangerous when I hear someone espousing a view that I don't hold myself. It scares me to think about what apocalypse would befall this world if it were run in a way that I disagree with. Here's how I respond when someone says something that I deem dangerous.
And that's how I feel about it.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to wrap my mind around the fact that someone actually thinks what you just said to me. That's scary. Unintelligent. I'm an intellectual. I'm well-read. When it comes to the 3 websites I read. I know my stuff because my intellectual friends and I have pontificated about our ideas for hours. We don't listen to dissenting points of view because, well, every one of them is wrong. Look, here's the bottom line. What are the chances that I, who, as we have established, is very smart, and all of my friends who, again, we've established are very smart, what are the chances that we're all wrong? We're not, okay? We're just not. You're the wrong one. You're stupid, and we make fun of you all the time. Hey, I got an idea. Let's both agree to disagree with that guy. Offensive. I am repulsed and offended by the implication that I could possibly be wrong about something. Look, I know it's a free country and that you can say whatever you want. All I'm telling you is that when you say the opposite of what I think, it's offensive. You cannot just go around saying things like that. It's not an approved opinion, and it's certainly not an opinion that I agree with. Did you hear that, everybody? I do not agree with this man. I do not agree with him. And not only is it offensive, but it's controversial. Because anything that runs contrary to what I believe automatically qualifies as controversial. It's just a good word to use to inform people like you that the opinion in question, well, let's just say it's not officially endorsed. Did you hear the controversial thing that Josh said earlier?
I don't understand. What was controversial about it?
If you need me to explain how what he said was controversial, then maybe you're controversial! But of all the words I can think of to describe these dangerous, unintelligent, offensive, controversial people who disagree with me, I think the most hurtful word I can think to describe them is problematic. I hate calling anything or anybody problematic. I use that term very sparingly. But when it comes to these Neanderthals who purpose in their hearts to see the world differently than I do, I don't know what to tell you. That's the definition of problematic. And I've had enough. I don't want to live in a world where I'm constantly bombarded with opinions and views that differ from my own. How am I supposed to focus on my perspective when I'm constantly having to interact with the perspectives of other people? Other people, I might add, who I've already written off as idiots because they don't have my perspective. Look, I don't know why I have to be the one who has everything figured out, okay? I don't enjoy this cross I have to bear, but I'll tell you one thing. Yes, I do. So I've been trying to learn how to code my own websites, and let me tell you, that is very complicated, so that is why I recommend Squarespace. Because here's the thing, even if you know literally no coding, you're gonna get an amazing looking website. They have tons of beautiful templates and a bunch of great tools to really help you customize your website. Plus, if you sign up for 1 year, you get a free custom domain. So if you've been thinking about starting that blog or website that you've always wanted to make, use squarespace.com/cow. Because there you're gonna get 10% off your first purchase. That's squarespace.com/cow.